Welcome to Cross Culture New Mexico. I'm your host, Mark Tross. Today we're going to continue in our prophecy series and what the Messiah must do according to the Old Covenant in order to fulfill the New Covenant. We're going to begin in Micah chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. We're going to be talking about how the Messiah must be born in Bethlehem in Judea. So Bethlehem is the Hebrew name, which means house of bread. And as we've shared here before, is Jesus said himself that I am the bread that came down out of God from heaven. So let's look at the prophet Micah chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. He hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. And you can look at Matthew 27, verse 30 to see how Jesus was struck and his hair was pulled out of his face and his head, and he was marred more than any other man. Micah chapter 5, verse 2 says, But thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little amongst the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from of old. This is so important that you grasp this. From everlasting. From everlasting. That is the reality of God in Christ Jesus. It's eternal. And so let's look at Matthew chapter 2, which is the fulfillment of this. Verses 1 through 6 says this. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, Micah chapter 5, verse 2, and 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 30, saying, Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born, where the Messiah should be born. 2 Chronicles 36, verse 14, and Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. And they said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, Micah chapter 5, verse 2. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, and for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people. Now let's look at Luke chapter 2, verses 4 through 7, and to see final fulfillment according to the portions we're sharing today. Luke chapter 2, verses 4 through 7. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house or the family and lineage or descent of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, his promised wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished or completed that she should be delivered or give birth. And verse 7 says this, And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn, according to Micah chapter 5, verse 2. Join us on crossculturenm.weebly.com online. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube page, like and share our Facebook pages, and follow us on Twitter. You'll find us on the web, Cross Culture NM. Thanks for joining us.